All right. Welcome in everybody. Soul Commodore here. Hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. I feel like it's been a while since we've actually come to the canvas. Because last Thursday would have been the last opportunity, but I had previous engagements. We went to an art talk. My girlfriend and I went to an artist talk for an artist named Cynthia Rock. I think that's her name. Cheryl Rock. Sorry, not Cynthia. Cheryl Rock. At the Station Gallery. She's got a show going on that I think just closed. So we went to go see what her work was all about. And then Sunday, we were moving some boats in some very windy, very snowy weather. So that was stressful. My girlfriend was driving because she feels more comfortable driving her own boats on top of just moving them around, and she did a hell of a job because those were not easy conditions to drive in. But welcome in everybody. Hello, Jake. Jake, thank you for the bits, first of all. Rock lobster. You got 25 minutes of singing ready to go. Wow, that's a lot of singing. But hey, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. And yeah, it feels like it's been a while since we've come together to do some painting, but we're going to do that today. My plan today is to finish the foreground, finish everything off, and then we can move on to this area here, which is the area of the painting that I'm most excited about, that I haven't been able to do yet. So, but that will be later. Sadly, I need to sleep, so I'm heading to bed. That's fair enough. That's fair enough, Jake. Hey, we all need sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is extremely important. But yeah, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I got to show something off before we start. I haven't had a chance yet today, just with how busy I've been, to actually implement these yet. But a user by the name of Laia Lorian, which I'm sure some of you have seen in the chat before, made these fantastic displays for me for the channel. So that we could have like an about page down there, like the different panel headings. So I will be implementing those tonight, so they'll be ready to go for tomorrow's chat. But just fantastic, fantastic work. Very generous of them to do that. So, I'm very pleased with them. So yeah, for real. So, with all that being said, let me get my paints together, shall we? And if L comes into the chat today, I will shout them out. I will shout him out and show that again because very impressive work. I'm very, very pleased with them. All right, so let's first of all, let's drop y'all down. I'm in my chair again because again we're working in this area and it's more conducive to actually sitting than kneeling on the ground. Also, my knees will thank me greatly later on. Got to make sure my computer cord doesn't get caught in the wheels of the chair because that would be bad. And now we'll bring this in closer. Come on now. Thank you. You'll see this other painting here, the Sundown, that I've done. I did when we were still doing Instagram streams and not Twitch streams. I have that up because I had to take a picture of it because a kind soul actually ordered a print of it, and I didn't have any prints readily available. So I had to take a picture of it and send that off to the print company because unfortunately I don't have the facilities to make my own prints yet, but maybe one day. All right, so because it's been so long, this paint is pretty much dry, so we got to get some more paint on the canvas. So we will do that right now. You need a little bit of red. Also, hey, Rain. How are you? Oh no, not dry paint. Yes, unfortunately, dry paint. But how are you today? Yo, also shoutouts to Jake from the Woods, who had a fun little adventure in Liverpool this past weekend, doing some regional VGC fighting for Pokemon. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy what we create while you're lurking. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I appreciate it, Crystal. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're doing well. You have a stress headache? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's those are never ever fun. Jake, shout out you. That's funny. Hello, Chitanda. That's funny. That's funny. Man, that's Chitanda, you're funny. You're a funny guy. Topical. Topical. Oh, man. What were you all up to when Will Smith lost his collective mind? My goodness. Ah. You were drawing? Yeah. I was, what was I doing? Oh, we had some friends over, to, have some burgers and celebrate birthdays. Because, amongst my friend group that I have here, where I live, there's a bunch of us with, with, March birthdays. My girlfriend's is in April. So it was kind of a nice little get together. That's what I was doing. Yeah, that was a whole thing, wasn't it? You were drawing or playing Destiny 2. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, man. Whew. Hey, Mark, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Jake, thank you for all the shoutouts. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, y'all should definitely check out Rain and check out Mark. You should also check out Crystal. I unfortunately haven't been able to make it over to Crystal's channel to watch any streams yet, but you should also check out Crystal and Bill. All three of them are lovely people. You should also, Chitanda, do you stream? Do you stream? If you don't, you should. Big shout outs to Chitanda as well. Just a very lovely person who comes in and just, has some fun. Coming in with the jokes. You've only done 2 streams this month. Well, hey, that's more streams than some people do. I don't know about that shout out. You might be disappointed. Well, hey. No stream, but you do YouTube. Is your username the same on YouTube? If so, you should check out Chitanda over on YouTube. You shut your mouth, huh? I'm never disappointed. Okay, so first things first on this painting, what we're going to do first is we're going to finish up this brickwork here with the very fine brush. So let me grab that. Oh, no, it's not? Okay, well, feel free to drop the link to your YouTube in the chat. Links are allowed. So, yeah, feel free to to plug your stuff. I am an equal opportunity plugger here. Okay. We're going to get some white and some red and some black together. And we're going to continue painting these mortar lines. Can you share the drawing you did for your for your significant other? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Also, tell them happy birthday, since it's their birthday today. But yeah, feel free to. Maybe some other time you will. That's fair enough. Yep. All right. Need to make that a little bit darker. Yeah, it should work. Let's open this up. Ooh. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice little Bulbasaur. That's very good. That's very good. Well done, Rain. What did you paint that with? Was it MS Paint? Why am I blanking? Photoshop? Anything like that? Oh, you dropped another one. Clip Studio Paint. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that one's also cute. Yeah, y'all should check these out. Actually, if you don't mind, Rain, I'll just hold the screen up in case people can't click the link because they're on mobile or something, and sometimes mobile is kind of iffy that way. But yeah, I'll hold the image up on the camera so that people can see, because they should see that. You do not mind? Cool. Okay, let me bring this around here. And so, come on. Thank you. There's the Bulbasaur. Very, very well done. And there's the Charmander. Again, very well done. I like those. I like those. You got some talent, my friend. Can confirm mobile blows. Fair. Fair. Yeah. All right. So. Basically, I'm kind of recoloring these mortar lines just a little bit, because they were a little bit too white last time around. They were a little bit too bright. So now we're just softening it down a little. You know nothing about the Pokemon, but the second one especially is super cute. Yeah. He did the line art for Charmander with the pencil tool until I learned that CSP has a crayon tool. And then I did the line art for Bulbasaur with the crayon tool. Nice, nice. Crayon tool. I'm surprised that other programs don't have a crayon tool. That's very cool. Very cool. There we go. If push comes to shove, if your paint is still wet, just remember, you can always use your fingers as erasers, like I just did. I'm going to bring this in a little closer. I know with Photoshop you got to download it from other creators and they charge like $5. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Your next drawing / artwork is going to be Zelda themed, but Link and Zelda are replaced with Gojo and Marin from My Dress Up Darling anime. Oh, Logo Ben 347, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Hope you enjoy what you see. And welcome in. So Gojo is Link and Marin is Zelda. Nice. Nice. True, when you don't have a whole lot of money to spend, $5 can definitely sting. Most definitely. I've definitely been there. Okay, now you're actually heading to bed. Well, have a good night, Jake. Thank you for hanging out for a bit and for all the shout-outs that you gave everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Have a good night, Jake. Okay, we're going to mix these colors again. Get a nice, like, reddish brown. Put some more black in there to darken it up. I always feel like this song stuck in my head. I always feel like this song stuck in my head. Well, you're welcome. Because I feel like that is squarely my fault. Yeah, this was a very busy weekend for me. My girlfriend, because we couldn't really celebrate my birthday on my birthday because she had to work and I had to work during the day, and then she had to coach in the evening. And then I was streaming with all you lovely folks, which once again, thank you everybody who came out to the birthday stream. That was a lot of fun. It was a nice little birthday party all together. I hope you all are ready for some more Super Mario RPG on Wednesday. That was a lot of fun. But because of that, she had a bunch of stuff planned for us on the weekend. So it was really cool. Friday night, we had one of our friends over, and my girlfriend surprised me with a cookie cake, which worked perfectly because my girlfriend doesn't particularly like cake. I love cake. I absolutely love it. I love cake. I love icing. Some might argue that I actually love icing more than I love cake, but I do love cake. But she's not a big fan of it. So she ordered a cookie cake, which is just a giant cookie with a little bit of frosting on it, saying happy birthday. And that was wonderful. You can actually peep that if you go over to my personal Instagram, which I think I linked my art Instagram, which is Timothy Jamar _art on Instagram. But that brings you to my art page, and then on my art page I also linked my personal Instagram, which is just Timothy _Jamar. But you can see a picture of the cake. So that was Friday, and then Saturday she surprised me with 2 more of our friends. Who brought me to a Toronto Rock lacrosse game, which was actually, it was kind of funny because I didn't know where we were going. I had no idea what we were doing. I felt like I was getting abducted, but in a good way. But yeah, they brought me to Hamilton to go to a Toronto Rock lacrosse game because the Rock play in Hamilton now, which confused me because I was like, well, I don't know where we're going because we're in Hamilton, right? Did I end up watching The Shining in peace, or did things get too hectic? Oh, no, no, no. The night of my birthday, after my girlfriend went to bed, because she hates horror movies, so I got my piece of cake and I watched The Shining, and it was a wonderful experience. I was that kid who put my finger in the cake's frosting and ate it. I mean, hey, I was that kid too. I was right there with you. But yeah, Saturday we went to go see a lacrosse game, because I remember, like, that was supposed to be my 30th birthday gift. But then COVID happened. Like, just a couple of weeks before my birthday was when the world kind of shut down in 2020. So we couldn't go to a lacrosse game. So I was like, oh, well, that would have been fun. And then I, like, pretty much forgot about it until this year. So I finally got to see a lacrosse game. And then last night, like I said, we had a couple more friends come over. One of their birthdays is actually today. So happy birthday, man, if you happen to be watching this. And yeah, we just had some burgers and just chilled out and just had some fun, some good conversation, you know. So it was a really, really nice weekend. All basically facilitated by my girlfriend, because I didn't know any of it was happening. I knew we were doing something. I had no idea what, though. You know? So, well done by her, too, because I love surprises, and I was definitely surprised. Wow, COVID, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Then he chopped at his girlfriend's room with an axe and said, "Here's Soli." Oh man, I can't do that. We don't own this place. I would have to pay property damage to my landlord. So we're taking this kind of slow, but I want to make sure that I get all these angles and everything right. So that's why we're taking it slow. Once we get to about here, we won't have to take it as slow, because I'm still going to like put it in, but a lot of this is going to be covered by tree, so, and leaves and branches and all that, so we won't have to be as careful with it. Yeah. But yeah, that was, the burgers and everything was Saturday evening. Or Sunday evening. Sunday morning, we went to go pick up my girlfriend's boats out of winter storage. And yeah, that was harrowing, because it was like 40-kilometer-an-hour winds, and it was snowing in a couple of places, which was funny because we were getting them out of winter storage. But we made it. We made it. Landlord, give me property damage money. So, you'll get your money when you fix this dang door. My summer 2020 was ruined too. A good friend of mine had bought tickets to come visit me for my vacation, and we were going to hang out, and I was going to show them around my little town here in Mexico. They bought their ticket February 2020, and slowly, day after day, after having bought the tickets, the entire world shut down. The ticket seller refused to give them a refund. That's such crap. That really sucks. Have you guys been able to like reconnect since? Have they been able to like visit you since, or still waiting on that? But yeah, that's really rough. Hopefully y'all get to, like, if you haven't already, hopefully y'all get to reconnect in person sooner rather than later. We're still waiting on that, yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully sooner than later you'll be able to reconnect with them in person. I mean, we play video games, but it's been a hot minute since we played though. Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah. That's the rough thing about life. Like it's been a hot minute since like because I just thankfully like I have friends like that I met here when I moved up here. And like friends through my girlfriend, like that's who we saw over this past weekend. But um, it's been a minute since I've seen any of my like high school friends, like Jake from the Woods. Like I haven't seen him in person in years. Now he lives overseas, but still, it's been a while since I've seen him in person. And my other two high school friends that I remain close with, like real close with. I haven't seen them in a long time either, really. So, you know. But yeah, they had to go through the bank to get their money back. Ah, okay. So they did eventually get their money back. That's good at least. I'm happy for that. Oh, you knew Jake from high school? Yeah, yeah. I met Jake in grade 9. Yep. Yep, we go way back. Way, way back. Yeah. He went to a different elementary school, so I didn't meet him in elementary school, but I met him in high school. Yeah. He was running for um, I think it was like I forget what it was. It might have been like student council president or something like that. Something like that. And he sang a song. He brought his guitar to school and sang a song. And I was like, yo, this dude is brave. Because, you know, like we're in grade 9. We're freshmen, if you will. It's like, yo. And he had to do that in front of the whole school. And it's like, you know what? I like this dude. You know? And then we would like, obviously, like, hang out with other groups of friends. And we played football together. So, yeah, we go way, way back. He was kind enough to... Did this thing loop in the middle of a song again? I think it did. Hold on. Look here, YouTube playlist. You start playing from the beginning. There. Why did he leave State Farm and move into the woods? We will never know. We may never know. That'll probably always remain a mystery. But yeah, we played football together, went camping together a bunch of times. Yeah. Good dude. He was kind enough to ask me to officiate his wedding. He and his wife, like, officially got married in the country that they live in now, because they live in Scotland. Well, they live in Scotland, but they were living in England at the time. So they got married in England, officially. But then they came over here and had, you know, had a reception and everything with his with Jake's family, you know, because his wife's from Scotland, so they came over here to celebrate with their family. And I'm not ordained, but like it wasn't like any like official thing. I just said some words, and you know, they said I do, and they kissed and everything because they were already officially married. So basically, I was just kind of like, you know, it was sort of like a replay, if you will. But I felt honored because I was that and the best man, you know. So it made me feel good. Yeah, we went camping together, and he never came out of the woods. True. That's what happened. But yeah, Jake's a good dude. It's not often that you remain friends with people that you went to high school with, unless you share like a really strong bond, you know. And I'm very thankful and blessed that I have 3 people that I can say that about, that I went to high school with. There are more that I'm friends with, but like in terms of like close bond, you know, I've got 3 of them. And some people didn't have any when they were still in high school, you know. So I count myself as very lucky. Then I count myself as very lucky that I made even more friends when I went to post-secondary school. And have maintained some of those friendships, you know, through the years, because it's very hard to do. Maintaining friendships when you're an adult is tough sometimes. You know, because people change, and sometimes those friendships change, and sometimes not for the better. You know. And thankful that I was able to make the friends that I did when I moved up this way. You know. Did you run back and forth, ask the best man a question, and then run over to the best man spot? And then, you know what? I kind of wish I had, because that would have been amazing. But no, I didn't do that. Hey, Bill the Bear, Bill, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hope you like what you see. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day so far. I saw y'all in Zell's stream. I couldn't join Zell's stream all that much because I was reconciling overtime and stuff like that, which is just amazing. But I'm still best friends with a bunch of my high school friends. That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a little sister who's not related to me by blood. Our story of how we met is very serendipitous. We met in high school, and yet we met before high school. You know, it's funny you say that, because one of my buddies... we actually technically met in kindergarten, but then I moved schools for grade 1. And then when I was in grade 6, his school merged with mine, and all the students from his school came over to mine, and we reconnected. But we had forgotten that we went to kindergarten together. So... yeah, it's kind of cool how that works, isn't it, Rain? I'm kind of surprised I wasn't already following you. Well, hey, better late than never. I appreciate it that you're following now. You know, you've never seen someone use the word serendipitous before. It's a very cromulent word. Hey, Zell, how's it going? How's it going? You're always following. And watching. Zell, I'm glad that you're feeling better today. I'm glad that you're feeling better today. So yeah, for those of you who are just coming in now, we're just hopefully going to finish up the front of this house. Finish that up, and then finish the roof, like the shingles. Do these trees again with more detail, and then we'll finally get to move on to this area of the painting. That's my hope, at least. Just have to kick the cough, and I want to jump up and down. Maybe jump so much I become Jump King. Nice. Me and her met in MSN chat room. We role-played anime characters. Ah, nice. I remember MSN. I was walking down the halls of my school reading an anime magazine. She stopped me all excitedly because apparently no one had ever had that magazine in school. Nice. Which magazine was it? Zell is Yandere confirmed. We also hung around the same group of people. After the hall incident, I had forgotten her. Ah, I see. I see. We talked and hung out in the Lit Club. We exchanged email addresses, and that's how we found out we had already met. Ah. New type. Okay, cool. Cool. Yes, a yandere is a creepy person who stalks people. Zell's not a stalker, though. He just, keeps an eye on things. Oh, yes, definitely, especially on Twitch. I start coming around and you almost can't get rid of me. There we go. But he's following you. Look out, he's behind you. Look out, he's coming! If any of you get that song reference, we are officially best friends. When we told my actual brother that story, his reaction was, nice. I mean, that's fitting. That's fair. I'd probably have the same reaction. Okay, so starting here, we can be a little more loose with not the perspective of these bricks, but in terms of like the detail and everything. We can be a little more loose with it because they're going to be covered up by leaves by the most part. We don't want to go crazy though. We want to like maintain the perspective and everything. Oh, you didn't get it? That's okay, Chitanda. We can still be best friends. You crashed super hard today? Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I wanted to crash really hard after work, but I had other stuff to do. So I get that feeling. Most definitely. Shouldn't have run over that old lady. Oh, energy level, not sleep. That's fair enough. Hey, y'all ever like listen to yourself from time to time and like realize that you say something like really, really often and you're not sure if it's a problem or not? I say fair enough like a whole bunch. Like I say fair enough so much. It's like my go-to thing to say. It's a speed bump, not a crash. Chitanda, though, because you had mentioned it earlier, the reference was to a song called He's Mr. Know-It-All by Stevie Wonder. It's the last song on his Inner Visions album from 1973, which personally is my favorite album. It's the best album I've ever heard front to back. It's my favorite album, hands down. Solo artist or band, my absolute favorite album. Followed closely by the Commodores' self-titled Commodores, Joni Mitchell's The Hissing of Summer Lawns, and Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Vegeta, what does the scouter say about Zell's power level? Fair enough. I made that joke at the end of Skyward Sword. All the enemies went straight Super Saiyan. Yeah, damn indeed. Although it's funny that Rain says damn, because I also love Kendrick Lamar's Damn, and Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid Mad City, and Kendrick Lamar's Untitled Unmastered, and the work that he did for Black Panther, and you could say that I'm a Kendrick Lamar stan. He's my favorite modern artist, musical artist. That damn fourth Chaos Emerald. So there's a game that I never really got a chance to play too often when I was a kid. Because, we could only afford, one game system at a time, and, we were definitely a Nintendo family. But some of my cousins had a Sega Genesis and had Sonic the Hedgehog. My main memory of that is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and trying and failing over and over again to beat Chemical Plant Zone. And I just couldn't do it. But then again, neither could my cousins. So, when they were all older than me. Those particular cousins were older than me, so. Hey, Toxic Cookie, how you doing? How are you doing? The doctor is in. How are you doing today? Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Electric Boogaloo? I'm good. Just gearing up for going to the gym tonight. I won't be going until a couple of hours until after the stream. Because the stream will end at my time, 8 p.m. my time, and then, I usually cuddle with my girlfriend, because she goes to bed much earlier than I do. So she'll fall asleep probably around 10 or 11 or so, and then I'll go to the gym then. And then get home probably around 1 or so, and then get myself wound down to go to bed. Ooh, she's got to play Outlast, huh? For those of you not in the know, Toxic Cookie, who I met over in another streamer's channel, another artist, Jess Draws Ducks. On Thursdays, she plays a game, and she had a poll up because she played Dead Space. So now I guess the poll results are she has to play Outlast, which that should be hilarious. If Soul has a sister, do people say, "Hey, Soul sister, ain't that a Mr. on the radio?" Listen, I can't tell you, Chitanda, how much I liked that song, and then how quickly I hated that song when it ended up getting played everywhere when it was released. And I mean, that's not the song's fault. But man, I got sick of that song, real quick. Which is too bad, because it's a fine song, But it's Don't Stop Believin' by Journey was my floor's theme song in my first year of university. And we played that song everywhere we went. And now it's just, I can't stand Don't Stop Believin'. Yeah, it was very repetitive. Great the first time, then got hammered into the ground, yeah. But actually, no one has said that to my sister yet. So, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before someone in real life realizes that we're brother and sister, and Someone will say it to her, I'm sure. It's funny how some songs you hear over and over again and you never get sick of it. And other songs, like, you hear it over and over again and you just start to hate it. It's funny how that works. Rain. I guess you could say Soul Stop Believing. Yeah, I guess you could say that. It was a missed opportunity. Oh, Dr. Toxic Cookie redeems what is this karaoke? All right. My day was good. Just worked basically. Not too much. How was your day? I do that to my Weeaboo playlist. I never get tired of any of those songs. And also with death and black metal. Yeah. Okay, so I'm setting a timer on my watch for 5 minutes. And I have to sing everything that I say for the next 5 minutes. So, busy coding away. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Busy coding away. What are you coding, if you don't mind me asking? I'm guessing it's through work and not just for fun. I really do respect anybody who can code. I've tried it multiple times in my life and I can't wrap my head around it. Sadly, work. Well, Toxic, because I've had some people ask me this, if I was a professional artist and had to do this stuff for work, would I lose my love for it? And I'm not sure that I would. So let me ask you, if you could code anything in your spare time, what would you make? If you would make anything. Do I have the moves like Jagger? Thankfully, I think I have better moves than Jagger. People say that about streaming. Non-coding is in the blood. Games are in my expert area. Nice. Nice. I don't know why I just said the word nice. That was just a rap for a minute. Chitanda, I would love to sing what you just wrote, but I unfortunately don't know the tune, so the next time this gets redeemed, I'll make sure that I learn that song. And yeah, I know rain is hard to believe, but I can't actually place the tune to that song. How is it possible not knowing that tune? Haven't you ever seen Shrek 2? I have never seen Shrek 2. Shrek 1 was enough for me. And I've never seen Short Circuit 2 either. They're just some movies that you end up missing. And those two are movies for me that I've missed. I'm glad Mark's getting a kick out of this. Yes, I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but I had never seen neither of those movies. Yo, L, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh no, you clicked the link and came back and got an ad. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Twitch crashed on me after clicking that link. I showed Soul the Kawaii sketches. Yes, you did. They were very good. Also, I'm going to take this opportunity, now that L's in the chat, to shout out L a little bit. I'm going to back out the camera. Alright, I got to show y'all this. So, L very graciously and nicely offered to make myself some, what the hell is this? Oh, never mind, never mind. L very graciously offered to make me some headings for my panels, because I don't have that many panels, and they turned out awesome. They turned out absolutely awesome. And so my alarm's going off, so I don't have to do this anymore. So they turned out amazing. I haven't had a chance to implement them yet. I wanted to after work, but I had some other stuff I had to do. So tomorrow, these are going to get implemented. So thank you very much, L. Thank you so much for that. And also, big shout outs to L as well, because L just made affiliate, which is amazing. So big congratulations. You know, that's quite the achievement. All right, let me catch up with chat a little bit. You were cutting and washing your very gross hair. I need to do that. I cut on the sides a little bit, but I need to do something about the back and the top, really. Shrek 2 was better than the first one and is a must-see. All right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Headers? Yeah, that's the word for it. Yeah, they'll definitely be in action tomorrow. For tomorrow's stream, which is a bonus stream, because tomorrow's stream is going to be another art stream to make up for the one that I missed on Sunday. Oh, yes, I did do that. Yes. Well, you're very welcome. I mean, it's a very worthy cause. I don't know about... Oh, actually, it was a shelter for LGBT. Let me not get tongue-tied. LGBTQ youth. Yeah, it was a shelter for them here in Toronto. Chitanda, I don't know if I should have been on Broadway with this voice. Maybe off Broadway. What's on my hat? Oh. Well, I will tell you right after I drink something. Thank you, Rain. What's on my hat? It's San Diego Padres hat. It's my favorite baseball team because of Fernando Tatis Jr. You know, I was never really into baseball. Like, I would go to the odd Jays game every once and again, being a good Canadian and all. And I enjoyed going to baseball games, but I could not watch it on TV. But then the pandemic hit, and there was really nothing else to watch other than baseball. I got banned from Broadway for singing too beautifully. And I was watching some Padres games, and I really got into it because they were just a fun team to watch. And I was like, okay, there's something to this baseball thing. So I am now a baseball fan. So, which is something that I never thought would happen, to be honest. It's funny you say that about Broadway, though, because there's a singer, an R&B singer, who sadly took his own life in the 70s by the name of Donny Hathaway. Who's very famous for doing the first rendition of This Christmas, has the most famous rendition of A Song for You, and is known for his collaborations with another singer, Roberta Flack. Most notably, the song The Closer I Get to You. Anyway, when he was younger, I think in the 1960s, he went to a musical conservatory, and after not very long, the dean of the conservatory called him into his office and said, "Listen, we're kicking you out of school because there's nothing we can teach you here." He was that solid a singer that the head of the conservatory was like, "We can't teach you anything here. Go get a record. Go get a record deal." So. Suicide sucks, depression sucks. Yeah. Fortunately, not fortunate that he died, but fortunately, his daughter, Layla Hathaway, is still around. And Layla Hathaway is an amazing singer. If y'all ever have a chance to check out any of her stuff, all of her solo stuff is great. She does a lot of bit parts. She did a couple of songs with Kendrick Lamar, actually, on To Pimp a Butterfly. He sampled one of her songs, and then she appears on a couple other songs. Just an amazing vocalist, an amazing singer. Like I said, all her solo stuff is amazing. She's got an amazing song that she did with a group, Snarky Puppy, where she actually hits tritone chords with her voice, which is a singing technique that a couple of other people have done, but it's really, really, really cool. You should check that out. Actually, let me see if I can find the link to it, and then we'll get back to this painting. Let me find a link to this Snarky Puppy featuring Layla Hathaway. Bear with me, everybody. Snarky Puppy, Layla Hathaway. Something. Yes. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, Zell, you know a song about Donny Hathaway? Really? You should play Super Mario Sluggers. Mario Super Sluggers. That's an absolutely amazing baseball game on Wii. Ah, yes, I know, yeah, I'm sure I played it when I was younger, but I should play it again. Yes, you're right. And yes, Rain, Roberta Flack did Killing Me Softly. Yep. Bear with him. Yeah, Jake was actually here, El. I think he got to see them. Oh yes, What a Catch, Donnie does reference Hathaway. Yep, it's true. Jake unfortunately went to sleep. Yes, he did. But yeah, y'all should check out Layla Hathaway. Just an incredible singer. One of my favorite singers. What a jerk, living in the UK and having a sleep schedule. Yes, he did see the Bulbasaur one. Yep. Okay. So I think we're good here. So what do y'all say we start painting in this tree, huh? In case y'all couldn't tell, as much as like I love art and everything, because I do, I would say that my true artistic passion is probably music, as you could probably tell. Like I love music. Ooh, this Twitch paint. How would that work? Do I play anything? I play the piano poorly. When I was younger, we had a keyboard, and I cannot read music, so I learned how to play a bunch of like old R&B stuff that I like listening to by ear. None of it was very good. And then when I went to university, my older brother lent me one of his pianos, one of his keyboards. And I wrote some songs that weren't very good. That I'm kind of like rediscovering, because I bought that piano from him just recently. And I'm kind of rediscovering how to play them. So, yeah, and these songs, like, it's one of those things where, like, when I would write the songs, like, I have the lyrics, and I have all the instrumentation in my head, and, like, what it should sound like. Because I wrote it, like, I would write these songs like an R&B band was playing them. You know, so I have a lot of the instrumentation in my head, but never the skill to actually get it to where I wanted it, you know? So... But I like music, but definitely don't sing. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I just love, like, there's just something about music that just, like, it's dangerous for me if I start listening to music in my headphones right before I go to bed, because I won't go to bed. Like, I'll just keep listening to music and listening to songs that remind me of other songs, and you know, it's a dangerous game. It's a very dangerous game. Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. Yo, Chitanda, that song was a hit. That song was a bop. Same. I used to play when I was younger. Oh, nice. The piano too. Yeah. I used to play trumpet for like a whole 2 years. Even went to band camp for church. Never picked it up again. Fair enough. I have not seen that actually. I'll have to check that out, El. To be honest, I'm only on Twitter to really announce like stream stuff. So I'll have to check that out. Trumpet buddies, nice. I played harmonica back in the day. Nice. Harmonica's good. My dad can play a little bit of harmonica. You played trumpet, piano, cornet, bass guitar, and sang. Now I do nothing. See, the bass is my favorite instrument. And I think part of that is because it's such like a staple in a lot of the music that I love, like R&B and funk. Like, you couldn't be like a halfway decent funk band or an R&B band without a good bassist. So Like, the bass is like my favorite instrument. It's the one instrument that I always wish I learned how to play. Don't forget air guitar. See, I play the air bass. I play the air bass. Maybe one of these days I'll buy myself a bass and try to learn how to play. You know, before the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down. Which, by the way, I know some of you probably, like some people watching, may not be into rap, but the lyrics I just referenced are from my favorite Kendrick Lamar song, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. If you ever have a chance to check out that song, it's a song that Kendrick Lamar wrote from the perspective of... The first verse is a perspective of a friend of his, whose brother was killed in gang violence that Kendrick was present for when he was younger. And his story is kind of told through the album. The second verse is by the sister, is told from the perspective of a sister of a prostitute that Kendrick knew when he was younger that ended up getting killed by a John. And her sister's kind of following the same path. And then the final verse of the first part of the song, because the first part of the song is called Sing About Me. The third verse is Kendrick speaking from his own perspective, saying, like, I tell these stories because these stories are important to tell so that we don't forget about these people. And he kind of muses on something that I've ruminated on a lot, which is like, you know, when it's my turn to settle down, when it's my turn to pass away, like, promise that someone will sing about me, you know, which is basically like just someone carry on my memory in some way, you know, which, you know, as you get older, you start thinking about a little bit more and more. So, hey, Chitanda, sorry, I was rambling away there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the lurk, and yeah, thanks for hanging out for a bit. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, Rain, you've got a bass guitar, you just lug it around? Funny, Lionel Richie actually did that with his saxophone when he was at the Tuskegee Institute, when he was going there. When they formed the Commodores, he could kind of play the saxophone, but he mostly just carried it around to get girls. To try and impress girls. Okay, Americans need to learn how to spell color correctly. Just spent 10 minutes debugging code to find out it was a spelling error for color. Ah. But yeah, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst is a fantastic song. That again touches on something that, you know, I've thought about quite a bit. I don't go out. Ain't no girl I'm trying to impress. That's fair enough. Def not why I picked up bass guitar, because of a girl. Nope. Hey, before y'all start getting on a Toxic Cookie, just know that we also spell color with a U up here in Canada. And as far as I'm concerned, that is the correct way to spell it. It just looks nicer. It's fancier. It looks more formal. Color without the U just looks like it's missing something. Yeah, he did say Americans, and I'm saying that as a Canadian, yes, Americans need to start spelling it right. Although I will say that I much prefer the American Z instead of the Canadian Z. I have no idea why that change was made. Z just sounds so much better because when you sing the alphabet song, like, it rhymes. You know? Zed confused me for a while? Yeah. Are you excluding me from Canadian? Or American, I should say. Ooh, the Huskies are singing the song of their people. Nice. I like the way you put that. I was just saying that's why I joked back. Mexikinda. Okay. Now coming up here, we are going to introduce a little bit more green. Well, a very muted dark green, but green nonetheless. The thing is that when people say Americans, they exclude the entirety of Latin America and only mean Los Estados Unidos. True. How are these trees looking? And we spell it color without the U. Ah. So y'all spell it wrong as well. I see. Well, maybe one day you'll all come to your senses. The worst one after color is center. Yeah, because here and in the UK and all that, it's RE instead of ER. Hey, we outnumber you. Harumph. True, but what we lack in manpower, we match in spirit and maple syrup. So that's got to count for something. Oh, that's a shame, Rain. Next Toxic is going to rant about theater. It is spelt how it's said. And that's super rare in this language of borrowed words and backwards grammar. Yeah, I feel sorry for anybody who has to learn English, you know, as a second language. Like, this language is so difficult. My favorite odd thing about the English language is the fact that, and it's because all the words have different root languages that the pluralization comes from. But the fact that the plural of moose is moose, the plural of goose is geese, and the plural of mongoose is mongooses. That just tickles me for some reason. Yeah, like I can imagine that was very difficult, Rain. Learning with soul. You couldn't imagine correcting spelling on anything? Yeah, English is like 4 or 5 languages all slapped together, uh, with all sorts of different rules. It's not a. It doesn't really have it together. Uh-oh. That brush dried a little bit. So we'll just go back to using this one. And we'll see if we can finally get this... Oh, it wasn't really? Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Took me like 2 years to understanding others, 18 years to perfect it. Fair. Fair. Perfected with quotation marks. I was like 10 when I moved to Cali. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Canada technically has, if you don't count the indigenous languages, which some people don't and they ought to, but Canada has 2 official languages that it recognizes in Parliament, and that's English and French. And I don't know a lick of French. Which doesn't really come in handy because a lot of my girlfriend's family on her mom's side is French Canadian, and all of them can speak French. My girlfriend can speak French. I cannot. Which is funny because my mom's dad is black, or was black, because he passed away. But my mom's mom was French Canadian, and she could speak French from as far as I know. I think my mom knew how to speak French a little bit, but not like a whole lot. Like, not fluently. I don't know any French, really. I know how to say, je m'appelle TJ, which is my name. My name is TJ, which it is. And that's about it. Do politicians need to speak French in order to hold off? Yep. Yep, they do. They need to be bilingual. Hopefully they use it to gossip about how adorable and good for her you are. Well, I hope so. I hope that's what they're saying. Because honestly, I would have no way of knowing. Yeah, Toxic's right. Need to be fluent in French and English. We've had a couple of prime ministers, actually, who their first language was French, actually. Jean Chrétien and Pierre Trudeau come to mind. Pierre Trudeau's son, obviously, is our prime minister right now. It wouldn't surprise me if French was technically his first language. Yes, Jess told me that when I asked her about it, because your prime minister was speaking on TV. Yep. spoke in English and in French. Yeah, because we have a province, the province of Quebec, which is still like largely French speaking, predominantly French speaking. Not that common actually, I'm guessing, because this may make me look like a fool, but I'm not quite sure what that is. Rain? Or I might know what that is, but it's just not springing to mind off the top of my head. Let's see. Oh, you're making a joke. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Thankfully, Rain, that's a lot less common than you might think. Is it true that Quebec people don't like English speakers? It's true that some people in Quebec don't particularly like English speakers. There are some people in Quebec who feel that the rest of Canada is trying to take their culture and heritage away from them, which is why French, some people kind of like push against the idea of bilingualism being in Quebec. There are groups of people in Quebec who are separatists in that they feel that Quebec should be its own sovereign nation and not have any ties to Canada. I can't tell you what percentage of people agree with that stance or disagree. I can say that that movement has certainly lost ground in recent years. There are some people in Quebec who, yeah, they don't particularly like English speakers. But there are, I would reckon, many more, especially in the city areas, that have absolutely no problem with English speakers and are perfectly fine with English speakers coming to visit their province and conversing with them in English. Because there are a number of people from Quebec who speak English and French. You know. There is a stereotype that they're very rude to you if you try to speak French to them and you don't speak it well. I've never been to Quebec, so I can't verify that. I'm sure, again, there are some people that are like that, which is unfortunate. But I reckon that most people up there are just regular, decent people who, you know, if you go up there and try to speak French to them, I'm sure they appreciate the effort. And then they'll discover, like, with someone like me, it's easier just to speak in English, you know. But, yeah. There have been yeah, 1996. Yep. Yeah. There have been some people who are very fervently for Quebec becoming a separatist country, but yeah, I wouldn't say that that's the majority of people in Quebec that feel that way. But again, I've never been to Quebec, so I do know that it's a beautiful province from pictures that I've seen, and from other people who have gone to Quebec. They've come back and shown pictures and all that kind of stuff. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous province. I don't think they would, honestly. Because, yeah, they're part of the Commonwealth, but really that's sort of like I would say it's more of a ceremonial thing, like sort of like grandfathered in. I really don't think they would send any of their military troops. Now, at least. I could be wrong, though. I'm very often wrong. All I know is that French is also a beautiful language that I wish I could speak. The one language that I really feel like I should learn, though, is sign language. Like, I feel like I should really put in the time to learn how to sign. Especially because one of my cousins is deaf, and I would love to be able to surprise him. Is the Queen on all the money here? Not all the money. She is on the $20 bill, and she's on some coins. She's on the coins, but not all the money. Is military service compulsory in Canada, or is it like the States and volunteer based? I know Mexico it's compulsory, but Mexico doesn't fight in any outside wars. It is volunteer. It is volunteer. Like the States, we did away with the draft many years ago. It's all volunteer. Yep. My younger brother was looking into joining the military. Did basic training actually for a while. Well, that depends on the country. Because I think there are some African countries where it is compulsory, for sure. I think it's the norm outside of the US and Canada. Don't know about the UK. I think the UK is also volunteer. But don't quote me on that. South Korea is compulsory, so the boy band thing gets interrupted by learning how to handle guns. True. Yeah, I know in Israel it's also compulsory. South Korea and Japan. UK is volunteers? Yeah. I'm glad it's volunteer because I, for one, have absolutely no desire to join the military. I've never had a desire to join the military. I mean, all respect to those who do want to join the military. Only time it'll move from that is if the world steps foot in NATO. Yeah. The military would not take me. I literally do not measure up. I'm not sure if the military would take me either because I've got asthma. I don't know if that's a thing that makes you exempt. I think it would be because I literally need my inhalers to like I don't have severe asthma like I did when I was a kid. Like I've through losing weight, like a lot of weight, and through eating right and doing a lot more cardio exercises, my asthma is a lot better than it used to be. But I still kind of rely on my inhalers. Like I take them every day. And if you were on a battlefield and you didn't have access to inhalers, like you're kind of a liability. So, oh, the Navy would? Yeah, like it's not super severe like it used to be, but I still need my inhalers every day. And like I take them as I need them, so if they weren't available, like I feel like I would be a liability to the rest of the troop if we were out in the field. You were almost voluntold into the Navy? After you did ASVAB, 2 Navy recruiters showed up at your house. Wow. Wow. That's one thing I will say that doesn't happen as much in Canada as in the States. Like, Army recruitment isn't like a huge thing here. Like, obviously it still happens. There's still recruiters, but it's not as prevalent. Mark, what happened to your chair? You mostly handled your asthma with running? Yeah. That's kind of what has kind of helped with mine too. I mean, losing weight was the big thing, but running has definitely improved my respiratory and cardiovascular health. However, I'm pretty sure that at one point I did get COVID and didn't know it. I think I just thought my asthma was acting up because like the gyms closed for a while, and now that they're open again, because I couldn't run outside because it was too cold, and my asthma does not like the cold. Now that I'm running in the gym again, I'm noticing that it's taken me a lot longer to recover the lung capacity that I used to have. Because it used to be like if I had a long layoff from running, like it would take me like 1 or 2 runs to get back up to speed, and then I'm good. Like breathing wise, leg wise, like strength wise. And strength wise, like I'm fine, like I'm back. But lung-wise, like breathing-wise, it's still taking me I'm still recovering. So I'm thinking at some point I probably got COVID and thought that, like, just brushed it off as like, oh, my asthma's acting up, because it was like mild symptoms or what have you. But yeah, if it was not for my oldest, I would already be helping my country out. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Do I do breathing exercises? Not really. I mean, I know what you mean by breathing exercises, but I mean, other than the running and the cardio, not really. Like, I don't do any, like, breathing exercises. I used to do them when I was a kid, and I found that they actually didn't help all that much. Because unfortunately, I've got the fun kind of asthma. I've got chronic asthma. Because a lot of people have, like, sports-induced asthma or childhood asthma that they grow out of. My asthma's stuck with me. I mean, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Asthma, when I'm like 80 or 90 years old, asthma's probably going to be what kills me. Ah, the ASVAB test that you had to take to be able to graduate from high school 3 years after 9/11. Wow. I didn't know you had to do that to graduate. That seems a little much. You've grown out of yours for the most part? Nice, nice. No, that's good. That's a very good thing. Yeah. Asthma's not, it is not fun. I remember I used to do this exercise with the kids I grew up with, that I went to school with, because very few kids that I went to school with had asthma. Welcome to the US of A, yeah. Very few kids that I went to school with had asthma, so they were like, well, what's an asthma attack like? And I was like, well, I've only had, thankfully, at that time I had only had a couple, and I haven't had any big asthma attacks since I was like 5. But I would tell them, like, basically, cover your nose and your mouth, right? Like, completely cover them and plug your nose, cover your mouth completely, and try to breathe, you know? And it's very hard to breathe, right? Like, specifically try to breathe through your mouth, right? It is very, very hard to. Now, imagine that, except there's nothing in your face. There's nothing blocking your airways. Your airways are clear. Like, there's nothing blocking them. You're not choking. You're not doing anything like that. They're just inflamed. And they're not taking in any oxygen. That's what an asthma attack's like. You know. The U.S. didn't do away with the draft. It's still there. It's just not being used currently. It's like politicians said, let's not repeat Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam was kind of a disaster on all fronts, as far as that goes. I remember reading somewhere that like news coverage of Vietnam was basically unprecedented at the time. Like, people got to see everything that was going on over there. And wars haven't been covered the same way since, because it was too visible. If y'all want to see a good documentary, you should check out Ken Burns' 10-part documentary on the Vietnam War. It's a really, really, really good. That's true. I think it was more like I think now it's more because of the nature of news. What with like social media and Twitter and Facebook and everything and Reddit, like everything's very instant now. So you can't really like hide any news. But before that, like during the Gulf War and the war in Afghanistan and everything, even though they would report on it, like they really don't. They didn't show nearly as much with those wars on like the broadcast news networks as they did with Vietnam, because Vietnam was like they showed everything. And then there was kind of a directive to stop doing that because doing so actually turned a lot of people against the Vietnam War. And that's what led to a lot of protests, because they were seeing that America really had no business over in Vietnam, you know. But yes, wars are definitely more visible now, just due to the nature of like social media and like instant news. Who used Reddit? I use Reddit. I certainly don't use Reddit to get my news and everything, but I use I've got a very curated Reddit. There's a lot of Reddit that I never see, you know. But I've got the subreddits that I enjoy. The first years of the U.S.-Afghan war was such an unmitigated disaster. Yep. Yep. Hey. Pizza time is always the right time. Elle, enjoy your pizza. Thank you for the lurk. And once again, if you're not back by the end of the stream, which will be shortly, like another 12 minutes or so, congratulations again on getting affiliate, and thank you again for the headers for the panels. You know, I really, really do appreciate that. And of course, as always, I always feel like somebody's watching me. There was an NFL player on the top of his game who volunteered, who was killed by friends. Yep. Yes, he was. Pat Tillman. Yep. It's a very, very sad story. So we're actually almost... We're not going to get this roof done today, but we're at the point now where we're going to get it done next time, and then we can get to this. This is like the, I don't know, the umpteenth time we've tried out this roof, trying to get these shingles right, and I think I finally got them right. Finally. Finally got them right where I want them. Yep, this is a acrylic on canvas. Yep. All right. Do 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 do. All right. This is starting to come together. Yeah, that's starting to look good. Finally. Okay, we'll introduce a little black now. Come back. Who are we rating today? I don't know. I haven't looked yet. See if I got any art friends on. But that's a good question. I will look to see what's what in just a minute. Because it is close to getting to that time, isn't it? I like how on Twitter I said this might be a shorter day because I'm tired from the weekend shenanigans and from the gym and all that. But nope, not today. Okay. We're too fun to hang out with. You are too fun to hang out with. You know. You ain't lying. Okay. So now I will give you a close-up look at what we did today. So all that detail work we did on these doors over here, pretty much covered up now. The brick here, some of it's covered up. And now we've got some good shingles going on. This is the look I was going for originally. I think I was just being impatient and not waiting to get this kind of a look out of it. But that's coming together. So everything's really starting to shape up now. So, with that, let's go see who we're going to go say hello to, shall we? See if there's any art friends on, and if there's no art friends, we'll see if any gaming friends are on. Looks like I need a gardener. Yes. Yes, I do. Someone to prune back those trees. All right. Let's see. Who is doing what? Um, who is doing what? Oh, you know what? Okay, so there's no art people going on, but you know what? Friend of the stream, Mr. Grey Cat Gaming, is having some fun right now. So, hey Jess, how you doing? How you doing? The painting looks so well. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. It's coming together. It's coming together. Yeah, we need a gardener to see the door details. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do is, I have no idea if he's close to being done, and if he is, that'd be funny. So but we're gonna go say hello to Grey Cat Gaming, who's playing Elden Ring right now. I know it's not an art stream, but none of my art friends are doing anything right now. And hey, you know what? I like Grey Cat. A lot of people in here seem to like Grey Cat, so yeah, we're gonna go say hello to Grey Cat. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Good night, Mark. So yeah, we're gonna be back here tomorrow working on this again at 6 p.m. A little bonus stream because I missed the stream on Sunday, and then after that, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be playing some more Super Mario RPG, and then Thursday we're gonna be back at the canvas doing some more art. So yeah, 4 days of Soul, 4 days in a row of Soul. So yes, I hope you all have a good night too. Yes, good night, Rain. And yeah, we'll go say hello to Grey Cat Gaming. So thank you all for coming in and having a good time. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And yeah, let's keep spreading the love, shall we? All right, take it easy, everybody. If I could switch to the right screen, that'd be great. There we go. All right. Good night, everybody.